Are you all familiar with Fiddy? Whenever he can, he has been making fun of Jay-Z and Beyonce. And now that Diddy's trial has started and identities are being revealed, he is putting them in danger. The 50s have evidently been talking about more than just Beyonce's poor ticket sales from her Cowboy Carter tour, which he most recently ridiculed. According to reports, he is also asserting that Beyonce and Jay-Z are on a recording in one.
Let's start. You're going into the Jay-Z thing.
Yeah.
So recently we just saw, which I can't. We look at the accusations.
Yeah.
You know, and we're gonna get to Diddy as well. But you look at the accusations, and there's an accusation about Jay-Z and Diddy and a teenager, 13-year-old teenager. Right. And we were speaking about just the statement.
Right.
The statement you were saying you felt like that was calculated.
That was the statement is something from, you can tell it was written by a lawyer.
25 attorney. Considering how influential and strong Jay-Z and Beyonce are in the industry, those are some outrageous accusations. When Jay-Z and Beyonce are chosen to take that glittering trophy, almost every Grammy winner in the music industry has to congratulate them because there are even suspicions that some Grammy nominations are created with the couple's cooperation. You can't stop the internet, but that's just a hypothesis.
Thank you, Beyonce. You're amazing. Yeah.
The fact that Beyonce made a country record changed the game. So thank you.
Beyonce.
Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
Thank you to Beyonce. Thank you to Beyonce.
I also have to say thank you to Beyonce, just so that way we keep the guest community safe.
50 Cent is coming for the Carters, and he doesn't seem afraid, even with Jay and Beyonce's influence. According to him, Jay-Z is hiding behind Beyonce's notoriety, which seems to be waning every second. It's absurd that Beyonce has never been this active, album after album, concert after concert, and the launch of so many brands, while Jay has been so silent, helpless, and unmoving since this whole thing started. It's almost as though she's trying to make as much money as she can before it all fades.
Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. Mm-hmm. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies, trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
This guy. Oh, wow. You're gonna let him say that? Jay was getting Grammys.
He had one. Exactly. He had one. And he ain't show up. He has like 20 now.
Beyonce is having a serious problem. For instance, tickets for her Cowboy Carter tour didn't sell, even after they were reduced to $20. While many attribute this to the recession, 50% feel it's more likely that people are finally recognizing that something is off than that. It's simply terrible timing.
Ticket sales this low, the one-named permanent A-list singer might bail on the whole tour. She isn't all that thrilled about doing it anyway. And again, this is allegedly Beyonce. And the related headline reads, Beyonce Cowboy Carter Tour not selling tickets. Beyonce may have bitten off more than she can chew. The pop superstar may have topped the country chart for her Cowboy Carter album, for which she won her first Album of the Year award from the Grammys, but her ticket sales for the recently announced Cowboy Carter tour have been lackluster and she has yet to sell out any shows. According to Ticketmaster and StubHub, tickets for all shows on her tour, which kicks off
using an Instagram post that said, "Hey, the tickets aren't selling anymore, and it's not just 50 that's out here poking at Beyonce and Jay-Z," he attacked Beyonce. Beyonce and Jay-Z appear to be no exception to the trend of celebrities being pulled down the drain by the Diddy case. Some startling findings from the FBI's probe into Diddy's property include video footage showing A-list celebrities at Diddy's parties. Remember that Diddy has already been accused of recording these celebrities without their consent, and as a result, their names have been linked to the incident.
I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? And, Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put them out. but he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Me and, you know, maybe about 15 others, you know.
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, you know, 2 of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in at the moment, you know. And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to.
Right.
Beyonce, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop de whoop, and that was just dope. That was dope as hell to me, man. That was dope. That was super dope.
Diddy is now known to be sharing this information because Jay-Z abandoned him as soon as he was found.
Just been a shocking revelation from federal authorities regarding a highly private and scandalous video involving none other than Jay-Z and Beyonce, reportedly taken during a wild party hosted by Diddy. Apparently during a Homeland Security raid on Diddy's properties, some rather intriguing discoveries were made, including compromising footage featuring numerous beloved celebrities caught in scandalous situations. Speculation is rife that Diddy intentionally leaked this footage to authorities as a form of revenge against the Carters, allegedly due to their perceived lack of support during his legal battles. It seems he's on a...
Before it was released to the public, it was also thought that Conte, a well-known female star, was desperately trying to buy.
I was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes.
You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood, but one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before, so like a catch and kill.
Catch and kill, correct.
Wow, can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No, I can't explain who the person was, but
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
The person's identity was not revealed, but speculation has been that it is Beyonce, whose real name is Jaguar Wright, who has been trying to avoid the spotlight for a while. You might remember her claim that Meek Mill was one of Diddy's victims, and how Nicki Minaj recorded the full audio of Diddy abusing Meek Mill, which came to light last year.
He's on a mission to embarrass them at any cost. Adding fuel to the fire, an unsettling audio clip allegedly featuring Meek Mill and Diddy has surfaced, courtesy of Diddy's former bodyguard.
And then milk running the fuck around, about expensive pain in his ass.
Wait, this is Philly you're talking about now. Wait a minute, Jag.
Fuck me.
Wait a minute.
He's a fucking Fruit Loop. He Diddy fried.
This is Philly.
He's a deep fried period. He Diddy fried. He Diddy fried. He the Diddy do our bop. Fuck me. Real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was him. Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek.
Oh.
She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it?
According to Jaguar Wright, Jay-Z is worse than Diddy since he has allegedly done some awful things to her, like sticking her with a box cutter, all of which are captured.
He's just as bad as the diddler. And I know that for a fact. I got the scars to prove it.
You wanna know what a box cutter feels like going into your skin and ripping you?
I can tell you how it feels. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. That Cassie shit, that's nothing.
So are you trying to say like Jay-Z put hands on you?
I'm saying Sean Carter remembers everything he did to me and he's got it on tape. Just like Diddy, it's gonna be the women that give him in the...
On Piers Morgan's broadcast, Jaguar also made an appearance and persisted in chanting that Jay-Z was worse than Diddy's kid. After a heated interview, the individual had to flee for his life and make several apologies, including a formal statement, before BA's legal team permitted his release.
You want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter.
As the trial goes on, the truth is coming to light. The court has so far named and summoned celebrities such as Young Miami, Lauren London, and Michael B. It is anticipated that further names will be called, and it wouldn't be remarkable if Jay and Beyonce were added to the list. Jay, after all, went to all the parties and was Diddy's best pal. We must also remember that Jay and R. Kelly were close friends, and we all know how that friendship ended. The bond that exists between Beyonce and Pharrell collaborated on the song Young Girl years ago. In it, he discusses dating a 19-year-old female. Beyonce mentioned that she was 19 when they began dating. Hence, many listeners connect the lyrics to her. Hove, don't bite, is what the lyrics say. I've experienced it myself. I could make you more like Janet. Become in charge of your life. Hovive has a little child who isn't nearly 21. You're 19 years old. No, you're enlightening yourself. The next day, I'll give you a ring. During one interview, Beyonce stated that she first met Jay in 1999 or 2000, when she was 18. But in a 2007 interview with Charlie Ross, Jay-Z admitted that he had first met Beyonce in 1997 when she was 16 years old and that they had started dating in 1999. When it comes to recalling Ba's age during their first romance, they both have a tendency to make mistakes. She has indicated in interviews that she was 17, 18, or 19, but she definitely met. It just goes to show that Jay-Z likes girls wild and young. She was only 16 when she met him. Let's guess what the truth is. Until then, here are some thoughts on this whole Fitty issue. I think 50 Cent has never lied, therefore I listen to him when he talks. He is aware of all the strange things that occur in the music industry, which is both amazing and insane at the same time. He hears things that we regular people wouldn't hear because he is playing the game. Some people don't agree with all of these accusations made against Jay-Z, and we'd like to know which side you're on. Kindly leave your comments below, and remember to use the like and subscribe buttons for more posts like this one. He may be discussing something that sounds bizarre, but he is always speaking the truth. For far too long, Jay-Z and Puff have been overrated, and even Beyonce's children have won Grammys. Having stolen and intimidated their way into hits, Jay and Puff have never had anything.